Hello guys, welcome everyone for today's special stream. Guys, you are witnessing most likely the hardest and toughest top split race ever on Le Mans Ultimate. You guys have probably also seen the Le Mans race we did a couple of weeks back, which has been insane in the first place. However, the difference between this one and back then is like only the top 12 hypercars of the splits have been in the first split, and this time it's 38 hypercars to this grid. That means hell of a grid, hell of a strength of field, hell of a competition, because the best 38 players are undoubtedly going to be in the top split here tonight, and that, well, you guys know it yourself, will make up for an absolute amazing event, 100%. So for tonight, I think you guys have tuned into the right stream. Millet, hello and welcome. Ever experienced any wheel disconnects? Nope, I have not had that issue yet here on Le Mans Ultimate. Hey Tatkno, I'm spoiling you with all that hook content lately. Yeah, is the week of Pug for me, kind of. Safe to say. Can't die from death, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for the cool preview. Kudos. Much appreciated. So guys, let's head down the track. Oh boy, track limits are a thing here. Wonder whether it is a bug or whether track limits have been redefined. So 30.5 by Tom. Let's see what we can do here in general with the Pug. Obviously the first lap car's gonna be slow and rubbish. Oops, no, that is way too direct for sure. I think it will be the third, maybe even the fourth lap that will be any strong and goody here. Although track temperature is a lot higher for this event, so we'll find out. Yeah, I've taken the Pug because it is an LMH, and I think LMH cars should have a slight advantage here. Peugeot, I mean, with the Pug. Lee J, thank you so much for your Prime sub on the Twitch channel, much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, buddy? Nope, the region is solely about battery management. It doesn't play a single role when it comes to car performance or anything related to that. Hey Matt Flap, how you doing? Differences is that this 2024 Peugeot is starting to deploy its electric energy at 190 kph instead of 150. What is the biggest difference between them? And then I think the 2024 Peugeot is, generally speaking, a little less understeery. Both cars are understeery, but I think this one a little less. You don't have much time for sim racing. That sucks in a way, of course. Hope you can regain the time soon. Yeah, the 2024 car obviously has a rear wing, yeah. And understeer is real on the car though, is crazy. Yeah, Retro. You have to take the curbs, right? In the right way. Aye. Okay, now we went flying straight. Okay, so a couple of clicks on the setup. La 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 la. We are clicking. Then clicking even further. We keep doing the clicks. And then we get the drives. Right, 31-0. Apparently we need a couple of more tenths. I was about to say seconds. Well, Peugeot still says curbs are here. I'm still having a bit too much of understeer. Can I save my camera seat position for each car, or do I have to adjust every time you jump into a different car? I'm afraid at the minute you have to adjust for every other car. Oops. Is this now... The question is this just cold tires rotation, or is this rotation of the setup that I've now set in? I have went very aggressive now with the... yeah, it's probably a setup issue. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Yes, Nicholas, we are clicking. I don't want to show you unfinished stuff, you know. Juve Mackenzie, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing, buddy? First time you catch a stream early. Yeah, sorry about the stream going early in the first place. The race was scheduled for 9 PM and suddenly Yanni came around and said like, the race is not at 9, it's at 8 now. I was like, okay, copy. Here goes our stream early. But I appreciate you guys already tuning in big time. Thank you so much for being here. Oof, car rotates a lot. It actually now rotates too much. But easy fix. I can reduce the anti-roll bar. Just keep it on 6 though. This car suddenly like leaning on the front end where the brakes is interesting stuff. I have an idea why things are happening. Jonathan, it's going good, it's going great. Thank you for joining. Well, I need a couple more laps to evaluate. Then we can go and deep into the setup again. About the setup, what I've done is I've stiffened the rear corner springs for ultimately more rotation. Seemingly I've overdone it now. With the car literally turning in way too sharp. I'll take these track limits for the lap a moment. What you can clearly see is me having much more rotation on the exits, which also means that this bar is going into the right direction. Ruben Skiba, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the stream. That is too aggressive in the first place. Okay. So that means a couple of small changes, not too crazy things. Suspension. And here, one click there, one click here. Yeah, let's try this. Thank you, Ruben. Appreciate it. So, Jonathan, how is the 2023 Peugeot? It's less understeery, it deploys electric energy at 190 kph instead of 150, and I think it rotates a bit more than the 2023 car. Those, I would say, are the main differences. Well, that's crazy, like, I don't know what makes the front the brake bias, maybe. Then I do know. Still a bit extreme. I think the Porsche is one of the easiest cars to handle, unless you turn into high-speed turns under the brakes. Then it's the most difficult. Yes, David, I am. Give me some tips. You've done the race, I think, already. Tell me more. First time Aqua Minerale was good. Oh no, I just need to have a good entry to these Rivazzas. This is a pain. I keep missing first Rivazza entry. The good news is, though, as this is the first lap, the car should improve pace significantly very soon. I don't know if it's a Peugeot issue. To me, the track limits seem different compared to last week when we raced there with a Ferrari. Could as well just be a Michi issue. Track limits are different, copy. Yeah, maybe they got adjusted. I mean, I've personally obviously complained about the track limits here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually got adjusted, and quite rightly so. Look, this is how it looks when you hit Rivazza 1 the right way. Couldn't quite carry the momentum though. So we will improve. It's the first time I actually drive this Peugeot competitively. am not yet happy with this car. Like, I'm slowly getting there. It's not where I want it. Like, to me, it's generally a bit too oversteery. And at the same time, it understeers like crazy. I know it sounds ridiculous what I'm saying, but it's just I got a very odd feeling in this car. Like a 30.5 is currently not really within the specs of mine. I mean, still we got 50 minutes to fix it. How many laps you guys did in your race? $65. Was it close to the extra lap? Okay. So this is like the last try that I'm going to do with that philosophy. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna rework the car. Yeah, but most likely very different conditions and all that kind of stuff. I think it's always hard to compare these lap times with track temp being variable and so on. Yeah, probably good for a single hot lap. I'll do it to you, 96. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Twitch channel. Thank you for the follow. This is no. Okay. So I need to literally go back to what I had before. try to kind of make that work. Better say I save that setup. Binary 2. Reload the default. And I just want to see what's happening with the default. Yeah, I think a lot of people are struggling with the Peugeot setup as of right now, including myself. What's the key to this machine? There's something different on this LMH compared to the other LMH cars. I just wonder what it is. What do you mean set up things you would use on other cars? Because the Lambo is an LMDH and the Peugeot is an LMH. And I consider LMH having a significant advantage in the braking here. And braking zones is where you do the overtaking. So that's the car choice done. Right. I'm probably gonna do something very stupid. This car has a lot of rake. The settings that you can, yeah, exactly that. So here's the thing. Most of my setups with an LMH car, as in the Ferrari, have a similar front end and a much lower rear end. And seemingly that appeared to work better. A much lower rear end certainly would make the rear end less sloppy and dancy on the exit of turns. The question is though, since the Peugeot is so understeery, would it completely kill the rotation of the car? Like it is this that you've just seen here, this on throttle moment that just keeps dragging me off. Also with this type of setup now I seemingly have a little bit less front end, top speed, not front end. And it is this utterly swinging rotation that is killing literally everything. Is that fixable? Let me check. I have a idea, and when that is fixed, we're gonna take care about the rest. Oh, this endlessly long pit road, 40 minutes of... but you see it already, like... I mean, okay, I give it an out lap and a timed lap to see whether the rear end is doing the same sloppiness. More rake, compliant suspension, and anti-roll bar. I agree about the later two parts, but I'm trying to completely remove the rake now. Okay, Titanic. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. How about you? We will see. We will see. For the moment, I think it's still too oversteery, but... my biggest issue of the car comes with its rolling and rotating over the back on the throttle. Like it's doing that in a very bad manner. A constant understeer into most of the turns, but then no stability on the exit. It's like it should give it to me the other way around, and we can maybe somehow work with it. But like, especially going down here into Aqua Minerale, that is the thing that I don't get. Like, you're hitting the brakes going downhill, and you're not even hitting the brakes hard at all. But it just starts rotating on over the front end. I simply think the car has too much rake, therefore leaning on the front, losing all its downforce on the rear. Anyway, I will give this another lap, and then I will take the best working setup and start rebuilding it. But I don't need to give this another lap. Like, you see how nicely the car is rolling over the rear, and that to me is a clear indication of wrong stuff. So I take the base. Where is it? There it is. Then we remove rake. Then on the powertrain, I don't even want to increase the coast any further. Maybe I increase the power on the diff, so the diff is locking more. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll go even slower, maybe we suddenly just go magically quicker. Hey Simon, thank you so much. Well, maybe you can hopefully rewatch it later on. In the freezer. That sucks big time. You should probably save up for the season pass anyway. I think that should be a good bargain. So if the car's now doing what it did before with the rear, which apparently it seems doing, and at the same time collapsing on the dray braking, then I'm completely lost. Car's just an awkward balance. No other way to word it. Rear rotation. Hey Theo, thank you for joining. Yeah, there is a good probability that it is broken in a way, for sure. Hey Matthias, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. But see, as much as I was complaining about its rotation, the car seems kinda to keep up. Like, we now haven't done a personal best middle sector in the first time lap. So there is something to that in the car, with the lower rake. Whatever it is. Probably on me to fix it and get it out of the car. Yeah, car looks much more neutral indeed. But at the same time now I'm lacking, I think, a little bit of performance on the front end. But that means we're generally onto something here. Because we find a way to get this car into a performance window. even with a personal best lap time now. And it wasn't the best of all laps, to be honest, so let me get back on purple S3. What the hell? Like, a lot of things are supposed to happen, but not a purple S3 with that car. And I went very aggressive with the rear anti-roll bar. Did it finally kill the lap? Amazing. Stiffer front suspension would be more responsive to turn in. Let's try it. Give the anti-roll bar on the front a couple of clicks upwards. It might help the case, I don't know. Counter steer it with a rear anti-roll bar click. Not worse, not worse. Give it a click more fronts. Tosa. No, not Tosa, like turn 6, it's giving me a headache. Skill issue headache. I'm impressed. Get the ARBs generally a bit more neutral. Ah, that lacks rotation. Okay, but we are on a path here. It's just this that is not allowed to happen. Duarte, I don't know yet. Right now I'm just trying to fix the car. The pace will be significantly faster than what we did a couple of other races ago. Okay. I will do more fixing. And that will appear to be... First of all, set some stiffer ARBs in the front. Get a stiffer suspension in the front. Like, generally also speaking, stiffer suspension. And get a bit of rake back. I think that hasn't been too bad after all. And then... a bit more traction control. Let's check. Oh no, assists are available. Oh come on, let me have a break. Like, something that really annoys me big time is with assists in special events and weeklies. There is only assists in special events, I think, but even that is like annoying me already enough, because if someone is somewhat decent and turns on ABS, he can win the race driving like this, you know, like just turn in and turn the other way and, you know, just win it. Oops. Should have locked the brakes. Boy, bad. Jonathan rebound is generally speaking a bit stiffer than the bound. It is like, I felt it in the car though that there is performance. Pramek, thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch channel, much appreciated. Now just 25 minutes to go until the race. You know, on the controller, I think it's a different story in the first place, because the people on the controller, they have different challenges to conquer anyway. It is this what I don't get, like when you... That slide that we just had on the way up to the hill now, on the throttle, where it just starts rotating on the rear like a forklift. That's what's giving me the huge pain. Meine Fresse. Wirklich. Ich will doch einfach nur trainieren. Ist denn so schwer? Doch zum Kotzen. Excuse the language. It's just giving me a headache once again. And like, you know, I just like... this pit road is taking ages to get out of it. Just to then have it destroyed, and like... Last time I was the dump guy. This time I anticipated the guy rolling backwards, and what is he doing? Like, no, he straight accelerates into my path. Nicholas, even those guys, I give it to them, and, you know, if someone is beating me on the pad, then... I mean, whatever, to an extent. But of course, like, you know, I could be sitting here using ABS and abusing it in a way to improve performance on my end, here on the steering wheel. And, yeah. I get the point. These cars are hard to drive, like, really hard to drive. Hard to drive, like, you've seen it as well. So I give it to them that people may need the assists. Can I finally get the performance out of this? Like, this is the kind of frustrating part right now. I feel that there is something in the car. Like, I know that, apart from seeing the lap time obviously, I know that this car, in a good configuration, can do low 30s. 100%. brake bias to the front then. If we finish the first lap just 2/10 down, then this is really good. I missed the entry. Now that I get the kind of exits that I want, I feel like now I'm locking overall rotation a possibility. Hey Muffin. They did not fix the tire temperatures, but they fixed the track temperature. It's not just a lack of feeling on the braking. There's a lack of feeling in multiple situations. So we come for a bit of improvements. Still lacking 2/10 though. Likely a bit more. So was the traction control causing the issue of rotation, it seems? Aqua Minerale has been extraordinary good though. Yeah, this time just a little too long on that curb, understeering into the actual turn. Track limits this time, noted. Yeah, but I'm probably going to be improving still, because I don't do too bad of a job this time into Rivazza 1. More track limits. I've been in the frustrations of the Lambos, I can relate to them. Shitty, wirklich. Okay. I need a quick pee break. And the brain. Okay. Oh. So then we open the diff a bit more. We change back of the spring rates. Give it a click more rake. Give it... It's so tough to say. Give it more driving, yes. What generally concerns me is I'm doing a 0.7 while I know I should be doing 30.2. And I generally do not know how it's possible, really. Yeah, the changes have made the car looking much better so far. That is true. The question is, the changes that I now did, will they make it worse again or not? Or will I just take the improved car into a even further improved car? Guess we'll see soon. Not sure if different track conditions really. To be honest, the track conditions are kinda optimal because it is... Shit! It is warm enough for the car to work fine. It is Motec. Logging and stop logging. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. The good news is for you guys, you will be able to witness an absolute thriller. And I know that you'll love that. It is just so crazy. Like, you guys seen me not actually just hunting for performance. I'm mostly hunting for balance here. The performance is in the car. It's just I can't, in the current setup, I just can't get the car to perform in that window that it needs to be. For me personally. Yes, MD. Yanni should join me soon on the voice chat apparently. So 10 minutes till the event. It's about time for me now to get the laps in, I guess. No possibility to set toes. There is possibilities to set toes, but no. I'm running mostly defaults. most of the time just a tad too quick into the second chicken. If I go too quick into the first braking king of Aqua Minerale, I just keep understeering off. There's just literally nothing I can do. There's a strong track limit, yeah. Makes sense. I'm having more of a tire deck issue on the rear, to be honest. Hi. Hey. Oh, I just run mid to high 30s. Not on the target though. Yep. I mean, I've done it twice. Arguably. So, I lowered the rake. I don't know if you even want to change something or not. Copy. Fair enough. Arguably, I'm not even sure. I get still genuinely worried on the people around us. It will be an exciting race, don't get me wrong. It will be the strongest top split we've ever seen. We have Marbix and Gumbel in. So it will be a high number of viewers as well. One way of getting out of the way of people. MD, are you not racing here? Isn't it your home track? Ah, no, if you're telling me you have actually two home tracks, I guess. When you wheel, you need it. Ah. Nah, get a Simu cube. much better quality as well. That's fine as well. Take some vacation. What do you think of this car balance so far? I mean, yeah, it is not fastest lap right here, but I think it is improved. Let's see what the second lap is ready for us. Just a bit too much scratching on the ground. One can hear that. Don't be intimidated, guys. This purple is only here because everyone else that was fastest left before. Wow, A10er, thank you so much for becoming our patron garage VIP member. Thank you so much for the support. Actually fan boost for us to get us on a new personal best lap time. What have I changed that made the car grounding now? I think... What's the spring? Okay, I'll just take that now, like, whatever. Tanner, thank you so much for becoming a huge member here on the channel. And guys, actually, if you want to promote this channel, then becoming a member on YouTube is a perfect possibility to do so. And not just that, it's also about you guys can earn your way onto the front page of my YouTube channel. That means we need 2 more memberships on the YouTube channel for you guys to be able to be promoted and shown, so that everyone can see who's supporting the channel on in a special way. So we're loading into the sim. I grab a coffee and we'll be right back. Oh, I'm in the server. Amazing. Hannah, are you already on our Discord channel? If not, you should indeed get there, so I can assign you a special perk for exclusive rooms, of course. How much am I going to adjust this still? So then there is going to be, oops, how many? I think 15-minute quali? Yeah. Are we just gonna fuel up for 10 laps? Yeah, let's try a little less. So let's get out. Okay, Tanner, please shoot me a DM as well, so that I can make sure to not miss out on this. Okay, guys. Yep, it does, Jonathan. It really does. So I went a little bit more aggressive now. 1 click more rake. 1 more click on the front. For suspension stiffness as well. So that I think this was causing the grounding. And just that 1 click of rake to have just that little bit more entry rotation. And I hope that just will seal the deal now. The race is going to be crazy, of course. Hey Marvin, thank you for joining us. I hope it's private quali. No way. No, it's just the front end 1 click stiffer to not ground. And the rear end 1 click higher. Bit region. That's the only reason why I did this BS now. Still a bit of grounding, but much less. I still got cold tires, I think. The rear is hot. Everything else is not. Stevens TV, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry for the late shout out. Guys, this is going to be the strongest top split ever. DC Skinner, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going to enjoy the race with us today. So first lap time is a mid 30 again. Where understeer and why? Yeah, but a Yane, a Tump, a Gumball, a Marbix, and us struggling. Like you can clearly see it, it's just I cannot get up to pace, to speed. Well, let's see whether some experience can make up for that. Omzi, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. So we are on LMDH signals. You need to be off the brake. When rotating the car. So I'm a 10.5 away from Yane. I can improve 2.5 tenths for sure. Nice one. Just do it again. Likewise. Of course you got like almost the last hitbox, like are you even further behind me? Yeah, like you're 2 or 3 cars behind me. I got 5 ahead. Agreed. Hook Cup, let's go. Yeah, poor guy. There is a possibility to make it work. I just think that in the race it's significantly harder to drive you. Yeah, let's not count them off though. We might be surprised how quick they can go in the end. Just wanted to warm up these tires. Aria GFG, thank you for the follow, welcome. And if you guys appreciate the channel, if you guys appreciate the program, please consider having a follow on Twitch and a subscription on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Oh, thank you. Gives way. And I actually do a small mistake. But it could be worse. We're still gaining. Here's time to gain for sure. And time to lose as well. Oh, F me. Missed the chicken. These are good exits. We will make the deal with a low 30 for the moment. Still 3 laps to go. Purple sector 3 for the moment. Much better through the second chicken. Second gear exit is way to go here. Very good lap. Now it's an even better lap. Yeah, I wanted to not throw it away here, hence I leave a 10th on the plate. But this is a good 29.7. No. Empty. We're on a different route there, I guess. So the good thing is I can make use of that gap to create myself some gap. The problem of the format is at any time, any lap could now be destroyed by just someone coming out of the pits. That we obviously need to deal with. I would love to have a Netflix deal and be like Sim Race to Pretend Racer or something like, but I'm too small of a fish. You guess I can at 29.5. Presumably it's possible, yes. Outlap. Keep going. No, I'm on hot lap at the first one. I feel pressure. And 5. Waiting for Dennis to write his suggestion in the chat. Hey Maverick. Can't die from death, thank you so much for the kudos. Sadly this car was already too distracting. Yeah, we're backing out of this. It also feels like the front end is not yet really up to temp. There's not much rest before the race. 2-minute period to dial in the fuel and the setup that you need. And we will be going. So 2 laps, guys. Let's try and see. Track limits galore. Alright, this is it. Pepper Prey. Favorite hypercar is Ferrari. Oh guys, this is so tight. We will improve, but not enough. Yeah. We have a final shot even. That's it, no final shots. It's all on Yanni now. Oh, no, Gumball. Yeah. I have done a bad thing with putting car onto the gravel in Ravazza 2, or in the area between Ravazza 1 and 2. That story. And then the cut. Let's see what Yanni is able to do. Now let's see if we can see what we did. 3:03.5. That is obviously even worse. But here, this is where I lost the pole. Final two turns. Whoops. Oh, nice. Well. It's crazy, man. I threw pole away in the Rivazza 1 and 2. I can't compare the sectors. At least not right now. You think we need new tires? Yeah, but... yeah, let's see. Yeah. Scared of the speeding pens? Good luck. Enjoy. Survive. And so on. Yes, good starts. To get us into P1. Oh, Jenkish, that is heartbreaking. So they're not taking the chicken tight. To me it looked like Gumball did not take the chicane tight. Don't get me wrong, the Lambo is not slow. It is difficult to drive here. They do not cut at all. Cool Gaza, thank you for joining. Thank you for your follow on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the stream. So guys, we need perfect driving today. Sui Ghost, thank you also for your follow on the Twitch channel. I need to fix my entries ASAP. Finally a good turn one. Rivazza one. And you see immediately we have a little bit more breathing space. Like, this is exactly what we need. I keep missing turn 1 apex like a madman. This is crazy. Three goes, we don't know yet. We will decide short before the pit stop. What happened to Marbix? Ah, sad story. But he's still in the race, isn't he? Copy, copy. Still want to keep missing turn one, like, I don't know. Ah, then he was the yellow flag that we saw. Aye. Yeah, sometimes there are just that weeks where you're not getting your stuff together. Sometimes it's a bit of bad luck. Sometimes it's a bit of a stupid thing by you. You might see that on my end here today as well. How is the pace? Let's say I could improve it if necessary. I need to drive that slow to hit the apexes. Yep, I did, MD. I'm all set up for the optimal already. Thanks for asking. My only concern is that we keep Polesiany in the race with that, because that helps the LMDH. It's good to see that we got a bit more top end speed than Henrik. That will always help us for sure. Lorry, I will probably need a lot more spare money for that. Rather than just skill, motorsport is expensive. Like, very expensive. Collision error. Copy. I need to stop outbraking myself. It is insane. Like, literally. I can try moving the brake bias a click backwards still, but... And turn 1 is giving me a huge headache from a driving perspective. Just not managing that well at all right now. Matt P and Martin Lang, thank you so much for your subscriptions on the YouTube channel. Big support, thank you so much. Thank you, Laurie, for the shout out, for the like, share, and subscribe to the stream. Guys, we can make this a huge party tonight. 1 hour 26 to go. Get in your friends. Trust me, as boring as this race seems, it's not going to stay like this. Much appreciated, Matt. If you guys are also appreciating the Le Mans Ultimate content, guys, then please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Yeah, at some point we probably have to deal with backmarkers even. Like, I'm looking forward. Hashtag nope. Yeah, his pace is much stronger than ours here. Is Henrik also streaming? On what fuel target the guys are? Or how much virtual energy they got left. Yanni is fuel saving though, for sure. And Yanni obviously is always a concern. There goes my first cut points. Marvin 67 on Henrik. Using 3. Oh, using 3 as well. I'm more interested on knowing the number of Henrik, if that's a possibility. Just 1% less than I have, so they are on target with a fuel save as well. They have more pace. I guess he maybe has to use a little bit of energy to make it back into my draft. That may have been a big helping factor so far for him. Are they cutting the chicken the same way now? I think I'm doing such a bad job on the second chicken. Like really bad. Joss LFM, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Thank you for joining. Henrik messed up Tosa. Copy. It's not necessarily good news. Because we have this Jarnej Simoncic behind us. What do you mean? Potentially. What is your coolest setting? Yep. Put it to 75. What's your temperature? I'm at 119.5. I actually get, not sure, I get temperature warnings on the wheel. I don't think we are, unless someone... Exactly. At least that's what we believe they are. According to the people watching my stream, Gumball is on the same strat. I'm struggling with that chicane. Am I going too quick to it or too slow? Do you by chance remember the air temperature on the start of the race? 30. Went up to 33. PM. Yeah. Because track position can be king around here. And there is, you know, you always want to stay at front because you can make sure also that the other car cannot go faster behind you. Okay, one less lap. That should be a pit stop advantage on our side against Hendrik for roughly 2 seconds. Even if he makes the same lap. Because of the recharge time. But what about Marco Bischoff? I see him in 21st. Does he carry damage on his car? This. I'm having not the best overview on what to do strategy wise. Keep the tires, don't keep the tires. David Gibbons, who's still here by chance. You ever got a cut for cutting the second part of that chicane? I'm leaning towards keeping these tires. My rears should just end up somewhere below 40. Track Atom 31. Which means we should be fine on the engine side. Yeah, on Le Mans Ultimate you can also blow up. The temperatures skyrocket. Enzo was worried for a moment because it means it creeped up over 20 or 30 minutes, and in a 100-minute race that means it will creep up even further. So, obviously, we are about to enter the final stages of the stint, and I already hear Jerne in my ear as he analyzes chances and plans he has in that race, and I'm also sure right now he will just enjoy sitting behind, being the hunter, being able to put on the pressure on the hunted one, that is us. And he will be thinking about what can he do different, and I'm pretty sure he even tries to save even more fuel right now. So we are now increasing power a little bit, consuming 302%. It's like not a fundamental change of fuel being burned, but still slightly making more use of that fuel. And it's not even about fastest lap here, it's just about trying to create a little bit of a gap. You guys have seen I've adjusted the rear anti-roll bar one click up in the back. That will make the rear end roll a bit more, yeah, actually less, but in fact giving more rotation when it's being leaned on. Has two effects. On the one hand, better cornering. On the other hand, reduced traction, reduced stability. So right now this race is a little bit of playing chess on four wheels. Because I also have to say that Gumball can be anything else but considered out of this race. That guy is deeply in. Even though he may have a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to the strategy. And we almost do a huge mistake. Guys, I need your help. How much laps left in that race? I think it's going to be 65. Just can't prove it. And we feel how much margin to the extra lap. So from here on, without a pit stop, it would be 40 laps to go, which is 66. I think we're tight with extra lap. Yeah. If we didn't do a pit stop, it is 66 laps with a margin of 58 seconds. And I think our pit stops are around Some 60-ish. Yeah, I know what the overlay is saying. The overlay is right in a sense, but the overlay does not estimate another pit stop in, you know. Oh, I'm doing mistakes so bad. Cuts! They happen way too often now. Also because the car is lighter, we go faster over these things. Yeah, sorry, I started doing a couple of stupid mistakes. I know. Look at this. Henrik now with more virtual energy than us. Meanwhile, yeah, this can be decisive. Clear indication of him just like, first of all, I gave up 1.5 seconds for no reason with all those mistakes. And then of course, with him having a faster car or faster driving, means he could fall back, save the fuel anyway. It'd still be quick enough. So 3 to go till we pit. Now we got at least 3.6. Yeah, but you guys know what I want to say, right? So actually about me now finding a way increasing the gap to Henrik. That would mean hitting apexes, of course. Keep tires. Yeah, tires. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they have different regulations for their stint and everything, but it is insane. We can only do so much and stretch the stint length around 50 minutes. It's very track dependent though. In Imola it's 50, I think in Le Mans it's about 40, maybe 45, I can't remember. Portimao is a lot more. Come on, please. Oh, box. You cannot believe how much these 3 seconds to Henrik are worth in this actual moment, as we are coming into our pit entry window. I knew. Eric, because I'm doing this for 19 years now. And at some point you learn shifting your focus and having a certain focus. Oh my god. K-Byte, thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch channel. Appreciate it. So let's see if Yane got lucky with the traffic, if he got good with the in-lap. Gumball is right behind us. The problem is he will have a good braking opportunity here. Into turn 1 anyway. So that's half a second that I just lost there might be decisive. Or winning or not winning. I'm afraid. That this one goes to Yanni because 3% less fueling time is roughly a second, and then obviously he does a full lap flat out with lower fuel. I don't think he changes tires. He will now try to get back ahead of me with the track position and just limp it home. He takes tires. I think that is wrong for his type of strategy. But let's see. He's still stationary seemingly. So you took the tires. He did take the tires, but he did not make the overcut work. And this may have been a good call by him. You may go a second faster than we do. The question is how good and easy we will get by on the traffic. Let's see. Meanwhile, I'm checking 85 times 60. That's 18. Doing probably 31.5s to the end. It's 30 laps from here on. We're overfueled, which just means flat out to the end from here. Which obviously will put the tire under a new form of stress. Check the ARBs. Oh, he's already by Neil. That is likely the race sealed. Because we're doing low 32s and he will do 30s. Because he can go flat out on them. I was just a bit too scared with the track position, but let's see. He needs to push them, maybe he destroys them in time. I guess lap 50 he's in striking distance. Depending on how good we can pick up the pace a bit. I am struggling with understeer in the second chicane. It is absolutely crazy. What do you mean how to control tire wear? If you could specify your question a bit more. Take full fuel, so he also can do maximum push. We need a save. 28 laps from here on. That means I'm sort of limited on the fuel a bit. Not as much as in the first stint, but still limited. Let's check the lap times. 8/10 faster than us last time. My front end dies every time out of that chicane. Yeah, his fresh tires have certainly warmed up. And they will warm up even harder. And you will see a 30.5 at some point here on the screen. David, did you took tires in your race? Sid, lap target means that the LEDs you can see here on the screen will show you a lift and coast format like those here, and over there they are, I think. So they will show you every time you come to a corner when to lift and coast in order for you to save up the amount of fuel you need to extend the lap by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, like in a 2 or 3 hour race, you certainly have to change tires. There is a rule of thumb saying they die below 50 and 40. We're gonna just hit that on a 100-minute race. What happened to him last lap? It was just about the same lap time that we did. Ah, now I witnessed what happens. I ran into maximum battery. Holy moly. We don't want that, we don't need that. No, Mass, they do work. The purple lights, they show you you're locking up, or they show you the traction control engaging. Yeah. And I guess Yanni has seen the race of David and said taking tires is worth it. Yeah, it could be the call of the race. We'll have to see. Of course, first he needs to close the gap, and then on the next level he needs to first get by of Henrik. 25 laps to go. Maybe in the end the tire difference is not that big. And ahead of us you see a perfect example what is the struggle with the LMD. And especially the Lambo. Because it really likes to jump around over these curbs. We need tutorials for back markers. Yeah, let's see. As long as Henrik is in between us, I'm probably kind of fine. Mistakes I'm doing. So Yanni already got half of the tire change out of us. And I start about to turn mad a bit here with the way this front end just appears. I'm very close of just putting the rear anti-roll bar upwards and pray to survive. Because I'm sick of this understeering out of most of the turns. I mean, we knew that going into the race we're going to be compromised with the setup, literally because it's ultimately not 100% perfect for us. But this understeer is killing pace. So rear anti-robot. P9. May the spins come. R-Factor 2 will survive because there's always someone that's going to do modded content for it. I know, Sven. So the car is now set up very aggressively on the rear, which means there is a good chance I can also just lose it at any time. Oh, is that Marbix? That is a sad story. Very sorry to see his evening go very, very wrong now. I'll get them battling and let Henrik keep Janne behind for as long as possible. I'm afraid Janne will easily do the job on this straight here now. There we go. Trust me, I will try my very best to fight this for as long as possible. But at some point, and that means when Henrik is coming closer to us, then I need to maybe think about just finishing in second and give this up. Because you see, my car is on the edge. And it is so much on the edge that I don't like driving it. When we are crossing the line, we got $17 to go. This lap 47, 18 to go. I'm short on fuel. That just adds to the crisis, to be honest. It's 18 to go. I have exactly 18.0. But you know what I mean, guys. We are tight. Very tight. And Janne is quack. Very quack. Yeah, Janne has done a good preparation. I know he's done laps, he has shared a couple of hints of the setup, but at the end of the day, it is, and I said this yesterday, it is so, not yesterday, but last time, it is so important that you are setting up the hypercar with your own driving. So, and that gives an interesting situation when you look at all these setup shops. Some are recommending setups of us, some are recommending setups of other setup shops. At the end of it's a mixture out of basics, like such as, you know, putting the correct rear wing and rake and putting a generally correct car balance, but also driving preference. Janne needs a car that rotates on the rear, or he actually wants a car that rotates with the front, but he is better in making the car rotate on the rear, or with the rear. You've seen our free practice maybe. I have been struggling with that. Like every time I go here on the throttle and the rear end swings out and I have to kind of counter steer, the traction control is kicking in. I'm having a hard time driving that car fast. Because there is a sweet spot then where the traction control does not disengage. The car still rotates but not over rotates. And that sweet spot is just getting thinner and thinner and thinner. So what I did is I have improved the drivability of the car, but I exchanged it with bad turn 4-5 chicane. I have exchanged it with maybe not optimal Aqua Minerale chicane. But at the end of the day, this, in the way I'm driving it, is way faster for me than it was than it would have been for Janne, and Janne's setup is way faster for him than it would have been for me. And then obviously there is a couple of settings that then also enable different speeds and different things. So with me getting the car into a balance where I can drive it means also taking away potential from the car. If he can unleash it, he's gonna win it. And I said this before when I was concerned Henrik being behind us saving more fuel than us. It was actually Janne that could have gone quicker than us but still saved more fuel. That just shows the potential he had on the car. And I think he would have also put the car on pole if he didn't do any stupid mistakes. I don't really want to even say stupid mistakes, but if he got his last lap together, as simple as that. And now we are checking what I believe is going to be a sad story for us. Unless, and this is what needs to be the focus, unless we can nail every exit of the final turn. I assume that I have, due to the lower rake and maybe a click lower rear wing, I may have an advantage on the straight here. And that could be the make or break on this battle after all. It all depends on how I get into this turn and not understeer as wide as I did right here. And then how much speed I can carry on to this straight, not running wide, not bottoming out on the curb, and so on. Guys, that will be the story for the next laps. And obviously not doing this bullshit. I've said this before. It is here where Yanni's car is fundamentally quicker. And I assume he will do his attack into Tosa here. Or not Tosa, into this hairpin, whatever it's called. You will see a dive bomb here. I could put some bet on it. Yeah, we need 14 more of this kind of exits to hold this off. Pepper Prey. Almost lost it into turn 1 now. Almost made it too easy. Yeah, very tricky. But you have traction advantage attached to your car. to stop doing that shit. So, fuck him. Temper, thank you so much for the follow. It's like Russell versus Hamilton, but Russell with a legal car. Ah, that's it. No grip. I would like to respond with the same. Copy. Later. Strategy mistake. Pain. But well deserved. And this is what I mean about, like, you know, I effed up the brakes, the rear wanted to overtake me, and I was like, nope, we're just not gonna spin here, making sure we're staying ahead of Henrik, and we let Yanni disappear in the distance now. I'm just trying to maximize every single lap that we can till the end. 15 minutes to go, 10 laps after this. We are all on mediums, yes. I guess Imola is too much killing the tire. But it's interesting, in the 90-minute race he would have not got me. Or 80 minutes. I simply haven't tested the hard, lack of time. But I don't see anyone in the top 12 using the hards in the first place, so... The gap to Henrik seems stable now. I guess he's also struggling on tires the same way that I do. Yeah, Janne bamboozled us all with tires. Oh, it makes the second stint a lot faster, especially now. You have hot tires, the ambient temp gets colder. I mean, that helps me now surviving, but effectively you can run these tires ahead easily in the window. So, 8 to go. The setup in the end is going on sale on www.improveyourlaptime.com. I will try to upload it still tonight, unless there is a product already. I doubt there is. I haven't checked if the colleagues have uploaded something today. And then you guys have the opportunity to buy this setup, www.improveyourlaptime.com, the dedicated R-Factor 2 and especially Le Mans Ultimate setup shop, where we try to provide you with as much setups as possible, always for the current week. Now Jux went for a 2-stop strat, yeah. That was for sure that you somehow had to make it. I would have probably appreciated a 105 minutes type of race that added 3 more laps in. There probably a 2-stop could be a deal breaker. You never know. Yes, Jan. I'm going to put it up to sale after the race in the later stage of the evening. Yeah, I can imagine. I expected, I have to admit, I expected Henrik to have a 2-stop strat as well. But of course, I mean, these guys are not dumb. That's not what never what I would like to say by saying this, but if I would go to ACC now, I would probably do a couple of rookie mistakes they may never do. And since they are, I consider them being a rookie on Le Mans Ultimate, especially on those longer special events. I haven't seen them racing that too much. They are obviously targets, or they are liable to such rookie errors, small rookie errors, such as like doing a 2-stop in that race. But kudos and hats off to them. I assume Marco Bishop would have also been on a 2-stop, on a 1-stop race. Yeah, Jan, that was painful to see you drop there. I'm doing the same bullshit again. Yeah, David, I wondered actually when I do see you in a hypercar final. I saw you mostly did GTE races so far. Thankfully the special event didn't allow for any other than hypercar. The Steve Phoenix, exactly, that's my point. They are faced with a new challenge here on Le Mans Ultimate, so that I would be faced with a new challenge on ACC according to the style of braking and stuff. But this is exactly what I mean. If you're not 100% sure of what is the meta, what is working, then you can easily be misled. But then I guess also Henrik, they've done a couple of research laps and saw, if they have to extend 2 laps per stint at the worst, so that's easily doable. I wonder whether they wanted to do it straight away from the start or just adapt it to our strategy. The most balanced hypercar. I think sort of the easiest to drive might be the Porsche. Porsche is well balanced. BMW might be well balanced. There or thereabouts. Arcturus, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. Long time no see. I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. How about you? Favorite car in the game is likely the Ferrari 499P. I would recommend the BMW. What is the fixed track? Is it Portimao? And the Peugeot might actually be the better call because of the LM. Oh, hard to say. I know it's Fuji. Can I know which track is it even? Fuji is I think the WEC weekly. Okay, these tires are gone, holy moly. Braking way earlier. I'm still almost crashing. It's a bit annoying, like, just losing out 2 seconds randomly here. Exactly, Jan, absolutely, like... I have disliked the Peugeot 2023, and today I only took the Peugeot because LMH is more favorable here than LMDH, which also shows by the fact that 36 out of 38 cars are Peugeots here. We had Wojciech Poleszny in the Lambo though, showing that it's able to work here in P4. The Lambo is not slow around here, it's not what I'm saying, but it is much trickier to drive. You cannot attack in the braking zones, which you need to do here in order to do a move. You need to be late on the brakes, dedicated on the brakes. Can't do it with the Lambo without locking the rear easily. Exactly. The LMH have much better brakes. Not better brakes, but you can push hard on them without locking up any axle. It's just more forgiving on the brakes. I think that's what we're looking for, an explanation. Yeah, but the battery clipping is equally bad in an LMDH. In an LMDH, if the battery clips, I think you've just instantly locked the fronts. It's obviously not as deadly as locking the rears, but... two to go. I'm leaning too much on the rears now. Fronts are done, but rears are done as well. And since this car is a bit random on the rears, there's no biggie. Absolutely, Tanner. P2 is not a bad finish, and then you have to admit that, yeah, he just got it right with the strategy. Like, the strategy just enabled him to do a 10-15 second faster race time after all. And props to him. He's maybe done a little bit of research this afternoon when David Gibbons was driving. But apart from that, I mean, it was just opportunistic thinking. He'd done 2 races against me on this particular track, being on the same strategy, not being able to do the pass, because of the very same issue that made him having to go 3 attempts on me on this particular straight here. So it was like, you know what, I'd rather try something else anyway. And that's what he did. Our track temp is now coming down, which is, yeah, I don't know if it's good or bad for me, I don't know. Either way, just want to get this car home now, because it's not particularly nice to drive anymore. The rear end feels very lively. Just gonna go 1 click down with the rear anti-roll bar to get that car a bit more into check again. You can say I tried it with everything I had, went a bit over the limits, played with track position, and in the end you just gotta give credit to whose credit due. So we have half a lap of virtual energy left, so we may take a slight lift towards the start-finish straight. Henrik is far enough away from us, thankfully. Polezny with the Lambo in P4, 25 seconds down on us, 35 on Yannick. Congrats! Nice strategy. Was more surprised over the 34 laps rather than the tire swap. I was just lacking 0.3 laps of virtual energy for an extra lap. Yeah, I went mad on the calculator because I didn't trust what I was typing, and it was so tight, and yeah, but nice, right? I'm actually done. Man, Hendrik all the time. Yeah. Goodness me. I think he had a faster car than we had. Perhaps, I was... Oh yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. Like, he spun in the second chicane, and then I saw him in the wall in Aqua Minerale. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's mental. Mental. It's the same thing that made me outbrake myself when defending from you. I looked to the right and was looking for the board and hit the brakes, but the car did not decelerate. So guys, tomorrow we're doing our comeback in the F1 Creator Series at 7 p.m. Central European Summer Time, I believe. What do you mean we just had to do 65? Ah, yeah. Well, I was scared that we had to do 66 laps. Yeah, tomorrow the F1 Creator Series at 7 p.m. We can have a look into a couple of scenes here real quick. I think the lap where Yannick got us must have been this one. And you just see the tragedy of where am I braking. Here I'm braking right before the service road. Actually, hello. And we do it with the mouse. So I hit the brakes. I have this stupid overlap off. It's a very bad habit. You see down here? 50-50. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm going on the brakes while still being on the throttle, therefore not even regaining energy, so I'm inefficient AF. It's very bad actually. But I brake at this point and then the lap after is... No, it's this lap where he got me. And where did I brake here? This, I even would say I'm braking a bit earlier. This is crazy. Potentially, I need to see that from the lap before. The first spot, this is the... Whoa, Jan, that is so harsh. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. I broke a lot later. On the lap where I had to defend, or where I actually lost the position. Where did I brake? About here. 10 meters late. Yeah, but I mean, you just will see it yourself. Here I'm already out of control. Like, I'm on the brakes, I start to turn in, but I'm way too quick. Even Yane, like, he can now go for the switchback because he had a better angle, but I locked the rears. I completely overbroke. And yeah, that is the pity. The good thing, I think one of the best thing about this race was the start. Let's see the reaction time. Ah, Henrik was just late. Let's see when we get the green. Here is the green. We're flat out, 62 kph, and he's still on the limiter. It's now when he gets off, 63, and at this stage I'm already 6 kph faster. Henrik, nice pace, nice pace. Unlucky on the start, just looking at it. Well, I tried looking at it, I think the server said no, yeah, I don't want anymore. So, oh yeah, you were sleeping big time. I agree with that. What is your DR gain? 17. Crazy. Well, I have plus 3.5, not even 3.4. Well, you were at the lower end of gold 1, right? I think I'm as high as I've never been before, because when looking on the profile, I'm beyond the D. Yeah, Henrik, I can agree. I did not think so before, but apparently it was. Presumably, we need a couple of more guys in gold. Like, I would appreciate you actually being ahead of me in the rankings, and then I finish second and still get the standard rank. Because, like, if we're talking about gaining rating, this race now hurts me more than if you were linked in for P1. But whatever. Like, we are the only gold drivers in that race anyway. So 17 is actually a nice cut. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. That's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow we are going to run yeah, you've overcome being stuck behind me on the main straight for sure. Yeah. But you had a tire advantage of 0.6, 0.7 of a second. Ah, no, Yerne was muted all the time. I'm sorry, guys. Why haven't you said anything? Ah. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, Creator Series, 7 p.m. Australian Grand Prix on F124. This is going to be an interesting one, I guess. And then we have a raid for you guys on... Whom are we raiding? Gamer Master. He's doing Cinema Sector course. So you guys enjoy some Gamer Master tea party and have a great Friday evening, guys. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye bye.